Hey everyone, Guard Leaf here. How's everyone doing? Today I am coming to you from the base of the second tallest building in the world, the Merdeka 118, and I'm pretty sure I'm not saying that correctly. But I've shown you in a few other videos from afar, but today I'm just kind of walking around the base. What you're looking at here is it's another new mall, so I think this should be set to open pretty soon, I think. But as I've mentioned in my previous videos, Malaysia, they love their malls, and I can see why. I mean, it's like 33, maybe 34 degrees right now, but it feels like 38. And yeah, I'm definitely missing the Vancouver weather right now. Although I have been told by my family and friends that the Vancouver weather is getting pretty warmer. And I do miss it. But it's an experience here. And but yeah, I just wanted to create this video because I was on the train earlier and I saw a video, or not a video, a comment from one of my viewers. Actually, I don't even think this guy's a viewer. I mean, he's only got one comment in all my videos. But let me read it out to everyone. And I gotta stop. Absolute rubbish. The Hollywood brainwashing machine will make you all forget within about 2 years of Taco Tuesday leaving. Honestly, the U.S. has been committing heinous crimes for over a century, and most of you chose to ignore it. Most of you will go back to that again in a year or two. Well, I don't know who this guy is. I mean, you know, the fact that he says rubbish, I know he's not Canadian. I don't think I've ever said rubbish in my life. I mean, you know, if it's garbage, I say garbage. But I don't know where this guy's from. But I think he is really underestimating how upset the world is right now. And he does bring up a good point, though. I mean, the United States has been committing crimes all over the world, and you know, to his credit, I actually agree with him that yes, the world has been ignoring everything that the U.S. is doing, and all the crimes that they're doing. So yeah, I agree with that part. The part I don't agree on is that he said that people are going to forget in 2 to 4 years. Now, I think this kind of aligns with my last video that I did, where I said there was too much to unsee. Ah, shit, I can't even remember what I said. I've seen too much and it cannot be unseen, something like that. But I think whoever this person is, I don't know if he's a troll or not, but he is really underestimating how, pissed off, upset, and disgusted with the United States is that, a lot of Canadians are. Not just Canadians. I mean, I think my video I published a little while ago with, the comments from all around the world proves that it's not just Canadians that are pissed off. I mean, the entire world is upset right now. So, I just wanted to kind of, oh man, it's all blocked off. Wait. One thing I have to realize here is when you're crossing a road, you have to look right first. I mean, they drive on the other side of the road here, and I have to always kind of remember that, because I've almost got hit by a few cars a few more times. So, yeah, the mall, I guess, is going to be called 118 Mall. So, I guess when it opens, I'll probably be definitely ducking in there for some aircon and showing you guys around. But anyways, what I was saying is that, yeah, I seriously think people are underestimating how angry we are. And I give this guy credit. I mean, like I said, the United States has been committing crimes for decades, maybe even centuries, and they've annexed Hawaii illegally. They're just basically doing the bully tactic for centuries. Have we been turning a blind eye to it? Yeah, I mean, I'm not afraid to admit it. I mean, I don't want to say I've fallen within the Hollywood spectrum of the United States. It's just, I've said it before, I have friends and family connections there, and it's just something that I've been integrated with. But that also speaks for myself as well. As somebody who has ties to the United States, someone who has spent a lot of time there, my views have completely changed. And even my friends in the United States, I don't really want to call them friends anymore. I mean, they're more acquaintances now. Because I think over the last 15 months, a lot of people's true colors have come out. And I'm pretty sure it's the same for everyone else as well. Like if you have, friends or family in the United States, how they're reacting to these last 15 months really tells a lot about them. But even some of my former friends, I guess, in the United States have said, you Canadians, you'll be back in a couple years. We'll just forget about everything, or you guys will just forget about everything, and you'll be back down here golfing and visiting us. It's just like, wow, you just really don't understand what's going on right now, and you really don't understand how many people are disgusted with your country. What the hell? How am I supposed to walk around here? Okay, I guess I gotta walk on the road. But that's the obliviousness of, a lot of people. I guess I can squeeze it here. She did. But yeah, what I'm saying is that's the obliviousness of a lot of people in the United States. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just ignorance or a part of it is arrogance, thinking that everybody will just come back. But things are different now, and it's different to a point where a lot of people who, well, I guess for myself, my own story, they've spent so much time there. I'm so disgusted with it right now. I don't even want to go. There's a lot of events in the United States I would love to go to, a lot of places I would love to see still, but I just can't bring myself to do it. And the more that the days go by, it's just not attractive to me anymore, not something I want to do. So yeah, I don't think we're going to forget in 2 to 4 years. At least minimum 2 years and 8 months, or however long Taco Tuesday is in office. But I think this is going to be a long-term thing. And I guess to ask the viewers right now, what's your thoughts on this? Do you think people will forget in 2 to 4 years and everything will go back to the same way it was? I don't. Okay, I should clarify. It's not everyone. I think there's going to be people that will go back, the second that Taco Tuesday's out of the office, which is unfortunate because, you got to realize who actually put him there. It's a 77 million, right? But I also think, too, that a good majority and the soft power of the United States is dying, if it hasn't been, if it's not dead already. There's a comment. Let me stop, because I took a screenshot of it. I actually want to read it out to everybody. Let me just kind of find some shade first, but okay. The commenter said, one more thing, Guard. I'm not sure if it was one of your videos or saw somewhere else. I heard that parents are now telling their children, yes, Disney is nice, but it's not in a good country. So I decided to see if that was actually happening. My son is teaching here in Toronto, and he told me that he told my grandson that Disney is a very dangerous country, and that is not a good place to go. Yikes, burn. I did not realize my son was actively indoctrinating my grandson against the U.S. I thought I was going to have to do that. I should have realized he would be front and center with this. Both my sons have been pretty anti-American since their teens. They have been one who, sorry, I got my sunglasses on. Let me, and I can't read this right now. I'm totally not prepared for this, but hey, I'm not a professional, right? They have been the ones to be sounding the alarm regarding unfair trade practices and cautioning against the ties in the U.S. or with the U.S. They are more anti-American even than I am. Frankly, Guard, they sound like me. They sound like you. Well, that's the part that I want to talk about on that is. Oh, I should thank who wrote that. I want to thank Luminium6149 for that message. But what I'm trying to say is that the soft power of the United States, the tourist destinations, the Disneylands, the Grand Canyons, the Las Vegas, Times Square, they're starting to be places where people don't really care about anymore, right? I've always wanted to go to the Grand Canyon just to see it. But right now, no, I really don't care. So back to the original comment of the guy who said that we're going to cave in 2 to 4 years. I don't think so, and I think this time is completely different. And it's one thing to be, if it's just the orange taco guy and all 340,000 or 340 million U.S. citizens didn't agree, sure, get them out of the office, things might go back to normal. But the problem is that many people voted for him, 77 million. Many people didn't vote, and a lot of people in the United States don't really care. I was just replying to a few comments, and I actually saw someone say that one of their gamer friends in the United States has no idea what's going on, no idea. And I replied to him and I said, you know what, I'm the same way as well. Some of my colleagues that I know in the United States, they don't even know that their country bombed Venezuela or Iran. So when you have everyday citizens that are just oblivious to what's going on and just staying in their little bubble, it's really tough to, kind of have sympathy, because I don't feel like we should be fixing the problem for them. And at the same time as well, I feel we shouldn't be supporting them. If their citizens don't want to stand up for their country, or they don't have, it's too much effort for them, then I think the rest of the world is going to move on. I'm one that has moved on. You're listening to somebody that used to go quite a bit to the United States. You know what? The train system here is actually really efficient. Let's just take a look. Sorry, I got distracted. But you're listening to somebody that used to go to the United States quite a bit, and I spent a lot of money there and watched a lot of U.S. movies and have a lot of friends there. Got married there, It was just something that it was part of my life, and it's no longer a part of my life. And to be honest, me moving to Malaysia for work for a few years actually made it a lot easier, to be honest. So on that note, it's really easy for me to boycott their products because there's not much here. And anytime I see a US product here, it's always jacked up in price. A bag of Doritos, it's like $8 Canadian. So, it's not too hard to avoid. But like I said, I think, the original commenter saying that we're going to cave, I think he's going to be drastically wrong. And, just the sentiment from not just the GTO community, but the rest of the world, and how even our governments are avoiding and, starting to leave the US behind. I think this is going to be a long-term thing. Maybe for the rest of my life. I'm mid-40s right now. I'm not going to forget this, and it'll be something that I'll be telling the story for a while. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you feel that, do you feel the people will go back to the way things were in 2 to 4 years? So, all right, that's all I got for this video. I need to get into a mall. It's stinking hot right now. I think it's gotta be, let me check my phone. It is 36 degrees, but feels like 38. Yeah, I need to get to a mall, so get some aircon. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks, everyone.